don't fight for good, and I don't fight for evil. I just fight. You do best to remember that. Duel! The swarm is born here. I summon Steelswarm Cell. Since my field is empty, I can summon Steelswarm Cell. Steelswarm Cell attacks. Our swarm develops further and further. Meet the next stage. Steelswarm Genome. Steelswarm Genome attacks. Even the tiniest unit is of value. I summon Steelswarm Scout. Since I have no spells or traps, Scout can summon itself from the graveyard. Steelswarm Scout attacks. Intel is how wars are won. I summon Steelswarm Sentinel. I attack. The front lines of our swarm. Steelswarm Caller. Steelswarm Caller activates his effect. When he's tributed, he replaces himself with a new troop. Steelswarm Caller attacks. The heavy infantry. Steelswarm Gatekeeper. Steelswarm Gatekeeper's effect activates. When I tribute summon, I can add another troop to the field. Steelswarm Gatekeeper attacks. Feel the sharp stab of Steelswarm Sting. I activate Steelswarm Sting's effect and destroy one of your cards. Steelswarm Sting attacks. An elite guard of the Steelswarm. Slice and dice, Steelswarm Mantis. I activate Steelswarm Mantis' effect, bringing back a fallen comrade. Steelswarm Mantis attacks. An elite guard of the Steelswarm. Blow them away, Steelswarm Moth. I activate Steelswarm Moth's effect, sending 2 cards of yours back to the hand. Steelswarm Moth attacks. One of the High Knights of the Steelswarm, the Cannoneer. Steelswarm GIRASTAG. Steelswarm GIRASTAG activates his effect, giving me life while taking yours. GIRASTAG attacks. Dark Lava. One of the High Knights of the Steelswarm, the Night Watcher. Steelswarm Cockastag. Steelswarm Cockastag activates his effect. Prepare to lose everything. Steelswarm Cockastag attacks. Dark Slash. One of the leaders of our crusade, Steelswarm Longhorn. Steelswarm Longhorn's effect activates. Infestation Levelation. Steelswarm Longhorn attacks. Dark Sprint. Steelswarms march forward, with the strongest of us leading the charge. Steelswarm Hercules. Steelswarm Hercules activates his effect. Infestation Devastation. Steelswarm Hercules attacks. Dark Pummeling. A marauder whose blood boils for battle. Beat me if you can, survive if I let you. Steelswarm Roach. I detach an Xyz material to activate Steelswarm Roach's effect. You're wide open. Steelswarm Roach attacks. Luster Blader. A gift from me to you. The trap card Infestation Wave. The weak are here to prop up the strong. The trap card Infestation Tool. Our great leaders are giving back to the troops. The quick play spell, first step toward infestation. Return, comrades. The trap card Infestation Ripples. For giving me the battle I crave, you get a second chance. Move out of the way, and we won't trample you. I can't control it! The sacred tree has chosen me as its defender. Defy it, and your life ends. Duel! An automaton of extermination. Evilswarm Golem. Evilswarm Golem activates his effect. Exterminate! Exterminate! Evilswarm Golem attacks. The Fallen Star. I summon Evilswarm CASTOR. Evilswarm Caster's effect activates. Call your comrades. Evilswarm Caster attacks. A failed swarm's remains put to good use. Evilswarm AZZATHOTH. I activate Evilswarm AZZATHOTH's flip effect. Evilswarm AZZATHOTH attacks. Swarm Strike. Extinction Incarnate. Evilswarm Salamandra. Evilswarm Salamandra activates its effect. Selfish Power Drain. Evilswarm Salamandra attacks. The Flickering Flame of Evil. Evilswarm Obliviwisp. Evilswarm Obliviwisp attacks. The Burning Effigy of our power. Evilswarm O-Lantern. Evilswarm O-Lantern's effect activates. Tribute yourself for the swarm. Evilswarm O-Lantern attacks. The Root of the Swarm. Evilswarm Mandragora. Evilswarm Mandragora summons itself from the hand. Evilswarm Mandragora attacks. A controller who conducts no more. Evilswarm COPPELIA. Evilswarm COPPELIA activates its effect. Spread our swarm. Evilswarm COPPELIA attacks. One who has mastered the swarm. Evilswarm Kirkion. Evilswarm Kirkion activates his effect. Give your power to your allies. Evilswarm Kirkion activates his effect. Revive the fallen. Evilswarm Kirkion attacks. Rays of Darkness. The Terror of the Skies. Evilswarm HRAESVEG. Evilswarm HRAESVEG activates its effect. Terror Tornado. Evilswarm HRAESVEG attacks. The Lost Mystic. Evilswarm KETOS. Evilswarm KETOS activates its effect, tributing itself to destroy a spell. Evilswarm KETOS attacks. Crackle with power. Evilswarm Thunderbird. Evilswarm Thunderbird's effect activates. Evil Warp. Evilswarm Thunderbird attacks. The Gnashing Jaws of Evilswarm ZAHAK. Evilswarm ZAHAK's effect activates. You're going down with it. Evilswarm ZAHAK attacks. A Dark Prince rides on his cursed steed. Xyz Summon. Trample them. Evilswarm THANATOS. I detach an Xyz material from Evilswarm THANATOS to activate its effect. Your efforts are worthless. Evilswarm THANATOS attacks. Fabled Ending. A proud knight whose heart has fallen to darkness. Xyz Summon. Slash them into pieces. Evilswarm Nightmare. Evilswarm Nightmare activates an effect by detaching an Xyz material. Cower in fear. Evilswarm Nightmare attacks. Double Extermination. A dragon of legend whose might is all mine. Xyz Summon. The Black Serpent. Evilswarm Bahamut. Evilswarm Bahamut activates an effect by detaching an Xyz material. Your mind is mine. Evilswarm Bahamut attacks. Barrier of Horror. A dragon of legend whose might is mine to control. Xyz Summon. The Mad Dragon. Evilswarm Ophion. I detach an Xyz material to activate Evilswarm Ophion's effect. Spread the infection. Evilswarm Ophion attacks. Memory Shard. A dragon of legend whose might is all mine to control. Xyz Summon. The World Breaker. Evilswarm Ouroboros. I detach an Xyz material to activate Evilswarm Ouroboros' effect. Torture Roulette. Evilswarm Ouroboros attacks. End of the world. Both the beginning and the end of our swarm. Steelswarm Origin. Steelswarm Origin's effect activates. The swarm converges. Steelswarm Origin attacks. Your efforts are worthless. The quick play spell Infestation Pandemic. This card makes all of our members one. The continuous trap Infestation Infection. I activate Infestation Infection. The Swarm's Last Stand. I activate Infestation Terminus. The swarm lives in me. It drives me. It brings me new power. But only I can control it. Evilswarm Exciton Knight. I detach an Xyz material to activate Exciton Knight's effect. Reverse to 0. Evilswarm Exciton Knight attacks. Sacred Luster Blader. Your evil shall no longer stain this land. Return again, and I shall not be so forgiving.